Man, first time going live. Gotta get everybody in here. It can take a while. We'll see what happens. It's almost like when I went live for the first time on TikTok about a year ago, so. We're gonna wait on a couple people to get in here before we start. First time going live. Comment below if you have something you want to ask. I am here to answer some questions. I want to make it a Q&A. I'm not like every other YouTuber where I have my screen looking right at you. So no mirrored screens here. I want to see if I can see the chat. I don't know if I can. Let's see. Remember to share the live too. Thank you. As I said before, whoever's in here, message in the chat, because I don't know if I can see the chat on my phone, but maybe I can. I will say this, as I have two people in here, I will say this, Dogline Mars is doing pretty good right now. We aren't down way too much, but we are still above the 3,000 level, which is good to see. We're currently at 3,045. We're in a wave right now. We're in a wave pattern. So we're not going up, we're not going down, but we are staying above a good support level of 3,000. So that is a good sign. Right now, Bitcoin's down 2,200. Everybody's down, but you know what? That's all right, because at least it's not a correction anymore. That's a good sign. Trying to see if I can see the chat. I don't know if... Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Mighty, what's going on? Let's see. You're hearing rumors about the market. Oh, crap. Okay. Manipulation with TikTok deal. I don't know. That... I don't know if that's really a factor in the market. I do know that the TikTok situation has to do now with it has to do with President Xi of China and President Trump, and because China is a communist country, President Xi has a say in every little thing that happens with anything around the world, no matter what. And now it's a negotiation between Trump and Xi, and obviously, President Trump is trying to get his part of the deal where the user data of people that live in this country is secured by us, this country, and not China. It's all security deal, really, as it is buying the app. So if Xi doesn't like that, if President Xi doesn't want the user's data to be secured in this country from our leaders, then it's very likely that it will be banned completely. But if President Trump can make a deal on that, then it'll stay up. But I don't think that's going to have anything to do with the market manipulation. It's more of, I actually saw an article on Bitcoin where, for instance, Bitcoin might be sitting in its $100,000 to $110,000 slot until the next FOMC meeting. I think it's on the 29th, I'm pretty sure, of this month. Now, they're not probably going to cut any rates, so don't expect that. But if there's any good news, then Bitcoin will drive above the new all-time high, which is, I think, like 109,300. So that's pretty cool. But I don't think market manipulation has anything to do with with TikTok. So now I know now there's only 3 people in here, but I know you're used to seeing a screen mirrored on a computer. I don't have a computer. I have my iPad and my iPhone. So I'm more of a Q&A, one-on-one type of person. I'm not going to show you the news, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever. Anybody can do that. So I'd rather give you the straight to the point, answer. That's how I Obviously, everybody wants to be hyped, but anybody can hype. I'm just here to give you the facts. So, and give you my opinion with the experience I've had so far. So, Mighty, how's your day been, by the way? And I don't think I said this already with you guys in here. Rich, what's going on, brother? I don't think I said this with the guys in here. This is my first live on YouTube. I've done lives before on TikTok. Ironic. But I did that for quite a time last year, and I think I had over 100 members on TikTok, but that came to an end because I got bored of it. But I do have live experience, so it's just getting back into the use of things. So, all right, I gotta see. How can I see my chat in here? Damn it. Mike, it's good to see you having a good day. So, if you have any questions on anything, I'm here. So, you made a gain with Moderna stock, huh? There we go. Moderna's the. Are we talking Moderna as in the vaccine company, if I'm not mistaken? Because if you made a gain on that, that's pretty good. Because I thought their stock went down big time. Oh, you did? Okay, so I know their stock after the whole COVID, fiasco, that they lost a huge percentage in the price action, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, when did you get into it? Let me look at the Moderna stock right now. Yeah, okay, so it was down. I just held it for about 5 minutes, huh? How would you make anything with 5 minutes? Oh, okay, wait a minute. Wait, did you buy it today? Because it's up 7%. All right, so are you doing day trading then? Do you like to be a day trader? Oh, that. All right, so here, okay, so, wow. All right, so the price of it this morning. All right, you are a day trader. Okay, so the price of it this morning was, let's see, at the lowest. Yeah, so right when the market opened at 9:30, that's when it shot up. All right, so you must have bought it. Did you buy it before the market opened? Did you put in a buy order, pre-market? Yeah. What? How high did it go? 40. Wow. Actually, I wonder if I can see my YouTube live on my iPad without putting the sound on. Kind of curious. I don't think I can. No, it was about 650. 650. Okay, so this morning. All right, so you bought it pre-market then. So you made a good buck right away. Why did it go up, by the way? Because I thought Moderna was dead in the water. The volume was still strong. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was dead in the water after the whole COVID thing. Let's see, can I see my own live? Ooh, I can see my own live here, sweet. Mighty, thank you for being here. By the way, you and my buddy Rich were in here, so you got to start somewhere, right, brother? Today, CNBC market movers. Oh, okay. All right, so you got it from that. See, I did stocks, right? I before I did crypto, before 2021, I did do stocks, but I saw it as, stocks is like a yesterday type of thing, and crypto is like it's a new thing. It's the best opportunity you're gonna have at making financial wealth if you know, study it day after day after day. But I did do stocks before, um, but I have everything in crypto now. So I'm trying to stay off of like 20 different exchanges. So less of a tax issue to have to deal with. I don't know. Do you do other coins other than Doggle on Mars? If anybody does other coins, you know, don't be afraid to say it. You're trading a Roth. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, Roth IRA is not bad. Like for me, I do it straight just um, from the exchange. So I don't do staking, none of that. Do you stake or no? Oh, okay. You got a few large caps. Large caps for crypto, right? Okay. See what? Here's my plan, right? So obviously, everybody, you hear from all, people in crypto, YouTube, whatever, to buy Bitcoin, right? My mindset towards Bitcoin is this. So I have zero Bitcoin right now. But what I want to do is this parabolic run, right, that we're going to have, I want to obviously, I mean, we got to hope, Dog on Mars does what we expect it to do, which, being through this before, I'm pretty sure it's going to. And I think everybody can. But what I want to do is when I make my financial gains out of this, um, not right after, but during the um, during the bear market, the next bear market coming up. Who knows what the price of Bitcoin will be during the next bear market? But my plan is to buy a full Bitcoin during the bear market. So, because the next bull run that we have, most likely Bitcoin could be at like 500,000, maybe more. But we got to see what happens with governments around the world buying it, and putting up a Federal Reserve all over. And if countries do that, then that price will absolutely go into the million range. But we have to wait still on that. And hopefully this year, um, President Trump and the whole Doge sector of the government with Elon and, maybe even Michael Saylor is going to be part of it. But hopefully they do something where they have a reserve for Bitcoin, and that if they do that early this year, early to middle of this year, then you can absolutely see Bitcoin skyrocket in price. Maybe even past like I'm talking for this year, maybe past like 250,000. It's quite possible. So Yep, absolutely, mighty. Roll into a mega cap crypto. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people like to buy fragments of a coin. You know, either it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, anything that's a dollar coin. You know, people like to buy fragments, but you have to really you can do that and say you put $20 into a coin, but my view is like if you're gonna do that, what are you making off of it? Truly, like you should worry about focusing in on one, two, or three small market cap coins. Doggle on Mars being one of them, Shiba from Last Run, Pepe, you know, coins like that, and put, you know, no financial advice, but put your money there so that you can bank a crap ton, and then the next bear market, put the money, put a fragment, you know, of that money, and buy full coins, you know, so that the next bull run comes around, you're gonna make, like for instance, Bitcoin. If you have enough to buy a full Bitcoin this run, then that means next bull run, Bitcoin could be $1 million. You can make 1 million, maybe half a million off of that one coin that you bought because of what you did this time around. So, you know, I know a lot of people think of getting rich quick is the way to go, but it's not. That's not how it works. So it people think getting rich quick is easy, but there's no such thing. And you know, unless you have like a GameStop situation, and I don't know if you had GameStop, Mighty, but um, like that's one situation where people got rich overnight. Um, but like that's one in a zillion, you know, chance. That doesn't happen. And you know, most people will sell prematurely too. So because you can't really find the top, you know. You can calculate the top of and figure that out by like what has the coin not done yet for newsworthy, you know. Um, like what's the market look like? What's the volume? What's the holders? You know, people. That's where experienced crypto or stock people make their money. They look at the little things and they compare. You have to compare coins, projects. If you don't do that, you're not going to get anywhere. That's how you get experience. So, but you got to have a millionaire mindset. You got to be able to have patience. You got to be able to sacrifice fun in life. I know very well about that. So, um, you got to go through hell to get to heaven. So, everybody's got a different story too, of course. But Marty, you're the only one messaging in here. I only got two people here. Thank you for being some support here. Gonna start trading stable coins during the way down. Yeah, I mean, um, they're gonna start trading stable coins. Okay, but like, if you're gonna trade coins on the way down, you know you're already losing. Um, you're losing profit. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing that. If anything, on the way down, you gotta wait. You know, if you know the top of the market is in, which would be later on this year. Yeah, because it's just going sideways. But here's the thing: most people think when after a bull run, you know, that's when you start buying. But that's really not how you do it. You wait. If you look at you look at the history of the last bull cycles, right, or just crypto cycles in general, it takes about 9 months to a year for what I like to call you go down the mountain, right, where you already hit the peak. It takes about 9 months to a year to get to the bottom, to the floor of the prices, the low prices. So when people buy on the way down, I never understood that. You have a better chance of getting a lot more by waiting 9 months to a year. Now, that could be different this time around. I'm not saying that's going to happen every time. Just because of the ETFs with Bitcoin and how crypto in general is now basically government approved all over the world, your cycle might be shorter now, you know? Instead of a 4-year cycle, it could be a 3-year cycle. So who knows how long a bear market will be now. But remember, you have the consolidation year, which is right after the parabolic year. So you got consolidation, then you got bear market, and then you got halving year, right? So I don't know. I usually like to wait 9 months after the parabolic year to start buying again, just because prices are low. But you never know. Some coins will have their day during a bear year, but their prices, the profits they're gonna get aren't gonna be as big, so as you would this type of year. Now, I did want to say something. So usually I like to make videos and talk about different points, but if I can do it on a live, then I will. And what I wanted to say is, on Doggle on Mars, right? This is one thing where I think if you're new in crypto or you're trying to learn crypto better, what you should do, what I do, is I have 6 coins in my watch list, right? This is for anybody that's got Doggle on Mars and you are serious about it. So I like to have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Shiba, Pepe, and then Doggle on Mars. Only 6 coins, and the reason why I do that is because you want to compare your project to rival projects, rival tokens like Pepe and Shiba and Doge, so you can see where you're at with them. And don't forget, we're on Ethereum's blockchain, and I don't think officially, but we are on Bitcoin's blockchain as well. So what I like to do is I like to compare day after day the price action from Doggle on Mars to all the other tokens, competitor tokens. And the reason why I do that is because if you're outperforming in price percentage compared to everyone else, then you're moving up the list, number one, of top cryptocurrencies. But number two, that means that you have volume, right? You have a consistent volume, and you have people watching countless times, and they're buying the token. So, but it also means that your project is strong, right? With utility, and obviously Doggle on Mars has a lot of utility ready to be launched. And what you're seeing day after day with Doggle on Mars is we're outperforming in price percentage from all the other tokens. And that's huge, because that means that if we have a pump, we could absolutely skyrocket in price. And one example of why that could happen is, I know I can't mirror my screen, but if you look on CoinMarketCap today, as I'm looking right now, we are number 2 on trending. All right, remember there's 9. This is how many coins are on the CoinMarketCap website. Ready? 9.81 million. So for us to be number 2 on trending, and then on most visited, we are number 1 right now. So to see that on a day where everybody's in the red tells you something about the project. And when you invest in a coin that's, let's say, the small market that we are, but you're number 1 or number 2 on lists like this out of that many tokens, that means you have something behind it. That means the developers have something behind it. And yeah, so we keep making the front page. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right about that. And if you're in crypto, you want to pay attention to that, especially. Rami, we're trending on CoinMarketCap on most visited, and then top trending. So Um, yeah. So, but what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Um, the hell was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought right there. But yeah, no, we keep outperforming um, other tokens in the top ranked categories. Now, what most people don't know about CoinMarketCap, and I just figured this out like months ago, is that to get on the, I think it's a, yeah, to be on the top gainers and losers category, you have to be a top 100 token. So I don't know if any of you know that, but to be on the top gainers and losers on CoinMarketCap, you need to be a top 100 token in the list. And obviously, we're not a top 100 yet. That's why it's important to keep track day after day of your price action compared to them, to other tokens. Because if you're in the green more than they are, then you're moving up the list. And Dog Mars does that consistently. And yeah, and I've said in other videos that I think we're bigger in China in Asian countries than we are here. But I think that's starting to change after what happened with that pump. Um, and you know, it would be nice if one day Elon Musk says something about us, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. And I know a lot of people want that to happen, like outright him say something about us, but I wouldn't want that for one reason, and that's because of if you look at Dogecoin moves literally off of him. That's it. And if he said something about us, then Dogecoin's value would drop drastically, and there would be a lawsuit most likely against him. So that's why I don't think he's going to say anything outright about Double M Mars. Not that it doesn't even matter honestly. So we don't need Elon Musk to say something. Now, if he said something about Elon and our price, went up, but it had nothing to do with us, I'll take that every day because that means our price is driving up, hype wise, because of something he said about Elon. Doesn't mean it's us, but I'll take that every day, you know, because anything Elon says about crypto could, you know, do what happened to us, which was going from 1,800 to 7,000. Almost, we were that close to dropping to zero. You know. Now I was telling my friend that if we can close out this week, and for me this week would be end of Sunday. If we can close out this week at 4,000, possibly get another pump one of these either tomorrow, Friday, or Saturday, or even Sunday. If we can get a pump somewhere in there, with what we have in volume, we could absolutely hit 4,000. Now, right now, what is our volume? Now that I look. All right, so our volume's around 70 million. That's good. That's good to see. With the volume like that, you can still, if you've noticed, whenever we move in price, we're moving in increments of like 50 to 100 points at a time. So if you have a pump moving like that because of that much volume will drive your price up easily. And I think we could absolutely get to 4,000 by the end of Sunday, just with the small pump, and with the pro crypto administration that we have now, thankfully, um, look on the news day after day at this point because you never know what's going to come out. Very important to keep an eye on the news. So, Rami, you think we can drop a zero this month? All right, so what do we got for, it's the 22nd. Tomorrow's the 23rd, which is actually my 30th birthday. So, but we have, I think, is it 9 days? Is the 31st the last day of the month? I should already know this, but how many days we got? All right, 31 days. All right, so you think we can drop a zero? I would Here's what I think, right? So the FOMC meeting, which by the way, if when that comes around, I don't know if that's going to be a positive, only because there's not going to be a price, a rate cut, and usually if you don't have a rate cut, there's not going to be any positive action. But that's already predetermined that there's most likely not going to be a rate cut, so I would think the prices aren't going to move drastically anyway. Um, but for us to drop a zero, we're going to need to have some serious hype, like serious money put into the market, um, small money and big money, or we're going to have either Rufus go mainnet, a burn announcement, or a listing. But what we just had a couple days ago was because of the whole Trump coin and then Elon Musk coming out and saying something about it. And like I said, when Elon says something, things go up, especially with crypto. And it doesn't even matter if he's talking about you or not. But I think we can get to 4,000 by the end of the week. I don't want to say we're going to drop a zero by the end of the month unless we have what happened a couple days ago. Now, here's the other thing. So there is a possibility. Let's say we do drop a zero, right? We don't have to hold a support level above that, because if we do have a spike, right? We go to 4,000. We have a major pump like we did. Let's say we go to 501 or just literally above 50, and then we come back down. That's okay. And the reason why is because if people remember, everybody now in crypto understands what's going on, right? With the parabolic year. If people see that you dropped to zero, and most likely our volume would be about $1 billion, right? At that point. Let's say that happens, everybody's going to buy Dog on Mars. You're going to see thousands of holders a day, right? Thousands of people a day buying Dog on Mars. It happens. It happened with Shiba. I remember when I had that, there would be like 5, 10, 15,000 people buying Shiba a day. It was ridiculous. So if we were to drop a zero, we don't have to hold it. If we go back down, let's say we go down to like 7,000, that's perfectly fine. Because if you drop a zero, you have all that volume, you have all those holders. So now if you, let's say you have another pump after that, you're going to keep going up. The more volume, the higher the price, because that means the more scarce the coin. And of course, if we have the burn, then, now it's even more scarce and the price keeps going up. So it's like a math equation, but it makes a lot of sense. All right, so Mike, what did you say? We keep topping the coin. Am I looking at this right? Oh, we keep topping the coin market cap list. Surely they are looking. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure most people already know about Doggle on Mars, but they have it on their watch list. They're not. The one thing I never understood about anybody investing is why they don't buy a coin when it's a low price. They buy it once it skyrockets. To them, it's almost like they need to be reassured that, oh, okay, this coin is for real. Like, you're not going to make the money then putting that risk in now. It never made sense to me why people do that. But that's how it works. And most people will have this on their watch list until we drop a zero. And yeah, I mean, we keep topping the coin market cap list, and that's okay. Even if we're not moving in price because of that, it doesn't matter. More people are putting it on the list. So when we do go higher in price, you're going to see exactly what I just said, which is you'll have thousands of people buying a day, new investors buying Dog on Mars. Obviously, we're used to seeing on like Etherscan where we hold like 150 new holders a day, right? We add that many. Now we're to the point where you see us adding like 400, 500 new holders a day on Etherscan. And that's exactly what I just said is the reason. where more people, the higher the price, the more people are going to buy because they want to be reassured that you're actually for real. Um, and like I said, it sucks that people don't understand that you're not going to make money if the price is going high. So, but we have consistently been on the coin market cap, top gainers and um, I'm sorry, not top gainers, but trending and most visited. So that is good to see. Now I want to look at something. So if any of you noticed, if you go on the most visited list, look at who's below us. Okay, you, and this is a perfect example. Okay, kinship bad sound. Can let me know if you can hear me now. I don't have my mic on. I'm using my phone sound. But if you look on the most visited list, we have a pump Trump token, Melania, Trump, Trump, Trump token all below us. These are all pump and dump tokens. So, Eric, I'm doing a live.
All right.
So, all right, Mighty, thank you. But if you notice, there's a bunch of pump and dump tokens below us. And look who's number one. So, people are going for those tokens, which I never understood because to me those are scam tokens. If you can make a quick buck in a day, that's good. But if you don't get out in time, people are gonna sell all the tokens, and most of those wallets are overly one-sided basically. And you don't want to buy a token with the wallet really. That's more than 20-30%. Because that's how you get a scam. That's how you get people selling everything and then you're in the red by thousands of dollars or something like that. You don't want that. But that's what I notice on the most visited list if you look. So it's good to be ahead of coins like that. I'm not one of those that's gonna buy a token like, Melania token, Trump token, whatever they come out with, because they're all copycats. That's all people looking to scam you or make a quick buck off of you, basically. I don't know if you all agree, but I see we have 6 people in here, so this is my frame go dark. There we go. We're good. Don't be afraid to comment something if you want to ask something crypto related or whatever. We don't bite. Sound does cut out. I think it's actually the live stream though. I mean, I have good connection where I am, so I hope it's not that. Yeah, I hope it's not my connection. Because I have good connection here. Is it like, Mighty, does the sound like cut out for more than a couple seconds, or is it like, does it stutter? Does it like flicker, the sound? When will another exchange list us? So my answer to that, it's my opinion, of course. Um, I don't think it's gonna be until I, from experience of what I've seen with tokens with major upsides, I've usually never seen major listings until like springtime. Now I know nobody likes to hear that, but mostly you'll see it until like March, April, May in that time frame. Hopefully this time around for Doggerland Mars it's earlier. I mean, I'd like to see it tomorrow, of course, but at the same time I don't want to see it right away. And my reason for that is because I'd like to see us get another pump where our price is close to 5 zeros. You want to get as many holders as you can, as much volume as you can before having a listing, a major listing. Because remember, the more money, the more holders, the higher the price. So the more people that see and have your token makes a higher price gain. That's usually when the prices fall before summer. Yeah, I mean, usually in a parabolic year, you'll have two major moves, one in the spring and one in late summer, early fall. But this time around, that's going to be different because of all the big money now into crypto. And I've said before in a video that this time around we have like 500 million new people into crypto than the last bull run. So prices could absolutely go higher than what we expect. But my answer to the exchange, who knows, but I just hope it doesn't happen until we have another pump. I'd like to see us get towards 5 zeros before we have that happen. You want max profits. And so do the developers. They want to see max profits too. And the exchanges. Exchanges are making money off of the profits as well, so. And also our volume isn't high enough, I think, for Binance, for instance, to take us. I think we need to have a volume of like, I think we need to hit like $1 billion for volume before something happens, which we got pretty close. Remember, we got to $600 million for volume this last pump we had. So now our price went down, what, 29.51, but it's kind of a bearish chart right now that we have. But we're also sitting on a support level, it looks like. Because we bounced off of the support level of like 29.40, I would say. So if you look at that, you'll see. What is a good money management strategy if Elon pumps to the all-time high? So all-time, I'll put into this word. I'll put into a few words. So all-time high was what? 502, right? By asking me that, it's kind of tough because everybody has their own view of what they want to do financially. For me, I'm holding until, we get beyond all-time high. You can take profits, of course, on the way up, but for me, I'm looking for as much gains as I can get. Being a long-term holder, if you are, I've always thought if you're gonna hold until you can get pretty close to what the top could be. But that comes, the only way you can do that though is by doing your research and being on this day after day, paying attention to what the news is surrounding your token. And for me, I'm looking at us being at hopefully the 3-0 mark by August, September, or October, in that range. But it really depends on the listing dates, when we get listed by who, when, and the burn, and then whatever else happens. Those are the major factors I look at for money management of when I want to take profits. So, like I said, everybody has their own way of doing it. You you can either wait till the end or take profits on the way up. But that depends on who you are and what you put into it and how much you really understand about the project and how crypto works. So, um, I just got another comment. What was it? I gotta look at the chat. Let me see. Hold on. 10 billion tokens, good investment. Kinship, I would say that if you have 10 billion, that's pretty good. So, if you have 10 billion, that's awesome. I would say, everybody will say if you have a billion tokens, you can make $1 million. Not at the price that we're looking at. A billion's not going to make you $1 million. I don't know if even if you don't want to make a million, if you want to make 100,000, then a billion would be good. But if you're looking for financial wealth, you really do need like 10 billion or more. If, of course, you get to the 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 mark, anywhere in that range. Even 4 zeros like 8. But I would say if you're really looking for that, you really do need to have like 10 billion or more. So, I don't think many YouTubers will say that outright, but I've gotten some of my friends into this, and I told them straight up, if you want to become financially wealthy, you need to take some risk and sacrifice some good things in these past 3 years to get to this point. You have to sacrifice fun. So, because you don't become financially wealthy by just having fun and then putting $10 into something or $100. No, you have to take some risk. And of course, I'm not supposed to say that on here, but it's the truth. So, no financial advice. For instance, if you look at any of the billionaires in the world, they all started just like, all of us, which is, in the garage of a mom's house or something like that, starting from broke, and then taking major risk. Ask any billionaire out there. So, multimillionaire, whatever, they all started somewhere. So, but yeah, you if you want to be financially secure to make good investments like this, then you have to take risk. Actually, I like doing these lives. This is a lot easier than doing an actual video that I have to edit. I like talking face to face or chat to chat. It's a lot more real. It's tough to be real with people when you're doing a video and you're talking to yourself, basically. I would only do videos, I think, if I'm going to teach something about a certain topic. But, I passed up on so many good opportunities, and not this time. Attaboy, mighty. This, I've said this to a couple friends before. Doggle on Mars is, I wouldn't say it's Shiba, but I wouldn't say it's Dogecoin either. I think it's in the middle for what you're gonna see. I think the price will be higher than Shiba just because of all the utility we have and all the blockchains that we're on, and the way the whole entire system's set up for the burning I also would say we're not going to be like Dogecoin right away. We're not going to get to that level. Maybe we do, but I don't think we will, just because that was all Elon Musk hyped. And the price, the if um I'm sorry, the amount of supply that Dogecoin had, it wasn't even 100 billion. I think it was no, I think it was like 100 or 200 billion tokens. So, which you can get to 73 cents and have a market cap like they did. Um, we're not there yet, for sure. But I think we can absolutely get to the 3-0 mark, or even 3-0-2-3 or 4. And if any of you have 10 billion tokens, 5 billion tokens plus, then look at some big gains there. Put it that way. And yeah, Mighty, if you've passed up on other tokens like this, then it's not a surprise, because a lot of people do. Um, it's hard to find tokens like this. It's like a diamond in the rough, but you really have to pay attention to seeing what the next big thing's going to be. And I always thought, if you're going to get financial wealth, you really can't go for the big market cap tokens. You have to go for small market cap tokens like this if you're going to get serious financial gain. So, and then if you do, like I've said earlier, you can buy a full Bitcoin the next bear market if you have enough. If you have some change on the side, of, big money change. But if you have that, buy a full Bitcoin. Because I think in 10 years, Bitcoin could absolutely be like $2 million. So maybe more. We'll see what happens. Hopefully this sounds a little better now. I might put in the comment below if you think I should wear my mic for the next video. So if you've seen in my past couple of videos, I've done the mic, which is this right here. So if you want me to wear a mic next video, let me know. If you like the phone volume, then I'll keep doing that. But I might go to the mic. It's clear sound. But that'll be for the next video. Mighty, you said I plan to hold about 10% of my Elon, maybe, for 10, 15 years, but that's just me. So here's another thing, ready? I love that idea, and that's what I was going to do too, but here's how I'm going to do it. So you can hold 10% of your Elon, right? Let's say you don't sell into your fiat wallet. But here's the thing. Just remember, if you hold that and you don't sell it, then that means the next bear market, you're going to lose all of that value because the price will go down, right? Let's say we get the 3 zeros. We'd probably be at right around where Shiba is right now, actually. Maybe a little lower. So what I would do is this is how I do it, okay? This is just me. I would sell all of my Dogelon Mars, but take a portion of that and wait till the next bear market when the prices go all the way down to probably right around where Shiba is right now, or maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower, and buy it back so that you get a lot more for that price, for what you have, right? Let me know if you understand what I'm saying. But I wouldn't just hold 10% right now when it gets to all-time high. Sell it all and buy what you had value-wise back. You'll get a lot more for a lower price. Instead of just holding it, because the price will go down. It will go down. There's going to be a sell-off. It has to happen. Every bear market, there's a sell-off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell everything, but I'm going to buy back at a lower price. So you make more money the next bull run. Let me know if you understand what I'm saying, though. Because if you do that, right, like what I'm saying, that's more of a patience game. If if you don't have like that type of patience to wait a while and then buy it back, then that's all right. But like I have pretty good patience. I have a serious, you know, gift of patience, I guess. And that's what I'm gonna do. You have to look at everything in like a you can't look at everything in the moment. You have to look at crypto, especially crypto nowadays, with what everything's moving fast. You have to look at it in like a 4 year process. You have to look ahead if you're gonna make a lot of money. It's not like stocks, because people in stocks, that's what they do. They hold all their stuff there. They don't sell it. And there's really no bear market in stocks, um, like you have in crypto. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I hope it makes sense. You know, that's my way of looking at it. Like you have to look at it like buying, selling, highs and lows, right? If it's low, you buy. If it's high, you sell. So depending, of course, on where you are in the cycle. Um, yeah, that's just to me that's common sense, but that's just me. So, and you're not gonna hear a lot of YouTubers talking like this. They're not gonna say that. No offense to other crypto YouTubers, but you know, I'm not afraid to say that on here because you know, if you're a risk taker, you understand the risks that come with it. But you're not gonna get financially wealthy in life by not taking risk and understanding common sense at the same time. You have to have both sides. I've been wondering if the big swings with Bitcoin will stop and just start trending up slowly. Okay, so my point on that, Mighty, would be that right now you're in a volatile stage of the parabolic year. It's early on. We're not in springtime. It's still the winter. So you don't have a lot of money coming in, but you also have a new administration in, right? And you have a lot to do with every government, um, every part of the government has changed with new faces. So you're not going to see Bitcoin blow through the roof right now. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, just like what we're doing and everybody else is doing. It's a volatile time. So once we have more structure within the next couple weeks to a month, then you'll start seeing Bitcoin go up again. Bitcoin could go up next week. I mean, you never know. But that's what's really going on. There's a lot of volatility because there's not a lot of structure in place. We just everything just got like scrambled up, you know, politically. So you went from anti-crypto to pro-crypto, but you have a lot of people that have to come into a position. So that's why you're not seeing a lot of movement by Bitcoin, really. Don't worry, it's going to happen. I think the next couple weeks to a month, you're going to start seeing things change very quickly with crypto, especially Bitcoin. And to me, I think Bitcoin's next move could be like 120,000, 125. So, and remember, President Trump has to still sign some pro-crypto um, regulations in place. That hasn't happened yet. Once you see executive orders or laws passed with crypto or something, you're gonna start seeing prices going up big time. So actions speak louder than words, right? And that's one situation right there. That's why I think Bitcoin's next move will be like 120, 125, maybe even more. But it's going to have to wait a couple weeks, I think. Like I said, hopefully not. You never thought of that. Well, that's why I'm here. So trying to give people a different view, you know, of how to look at it, look financially. You know, like I said, I'm not every other YouTuber. No offense to them, but everybody's doing their part. So, all right, so I am going to get off right now. So I want to make sure my first live was, you know, not too long, but I want to make it something where you guys got to see me face to face like this. But I will see if I can go live in a couple days, maybe next week. I don't want to do it every day. But hopefully this was good. Hopefully you like the format I have of answering questions, you know, straight up. I don't think I'm big enough to have, you know, the big names on here yet, but that's all right. So I will see Mighty. I'll see you later. I'll see everybody later. And don't you worry, we are going to be moving up in price. So we will be there real quick. Just pay attention to the news every day. Crypto news, political news, anything. This is the time where you look day after day. Study markets, study other coins, study history from the last bull run, and compare a lot of things. So then you understand how things work in crypto, you know. So anyway, I will see everybody later. Let's get it.